from that break in transmission. We are sorry, but we are back with more gist. Once again, my name is Jennifer Jibris, the Valentine's Day special show, and we have with us in the studio the Ogulayers. They've been married for 18 years. I don't want to say 18 years by Monday because in my mind it is already Monday. So yes, they are married for 18 years to the glory of God, and there are more years to come. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, we've been asking a series of questions. They've been answering. They've been doing so well, and I've been learning. So expect my own story. Okay, so moving on. I know that individually you have your social lives. So how has getting married affected it? Maybe positively, negatively, but how has getting married affected your social lives individually and as a couple?
Okay, so let us talk about our social life.
I don't have. I don't think I have.
My social life is weird.
Oh.
So I think we are both modest.
Okay.
We are not a party freak. We are not a party type, either by choice or by happenstance. But we do something different. So what do I do?
Plays golf.
Wow, that's the big boys game.
So if you ask for my social life, that is my social life. So
Wow.
if I'm not at work, I'm not in church, I'm not at home, I'm not doing anything else. You
You're
can
playing golf.
you can guess I'm on the golf course.
Wow.
I also think that there are some things we try to catch up on. So time out for us is precious. So for why did we miss yesterday night? So we were supposed to eat out yesterday evening, but so for some reason I slept off. She went to make her hair, and then we missed it, and so we have that hanging. But you know, sometimes we'll just be like, let's eat out.
Yeah.
So, and then we sort of like we try and play on collection of restaurants. So we say this restaurant, let's check it out. This restaurant, let's check it out. So this 5-star, let's check it out. So we do that, and we also do that with the children. And you know, there was a time. Remember when we went to one restaurant and the children, they said they didn't like the place, and at a point they were frustrated and they were raising their voices that let's go to, where is that? They were like, if I can remember, the children were like, no, I don't like this place, and we were already in the restaurant, and they were like, no, Daddy, we don't like this place. We prefer, we have this restaurant at a hotel. So let's go to a hotel. We don't like this place.
They were just insisting.
And just to save our faces, we just grabbed their hands and we said, okay, let's go. So when we got to the car, we were like, these children, so we do that. And I think the other thing we also do, we've done that in a while now. We like theater. So like live drama, like watching it, live shows. There was a time we used to do British Council in the garden events, and we used to do drama watch. So while we were growing up, we've both been in drama group at a point. So maybe that's your flair for drama and all that.
Oh yes, I saw Mommy act yesterday. I was trying not to talk about that. Yes, I saw Mommy act yesterday, and now I think I know where it came from. In fact, she had some serious. I said, "Oh, is she really the one?" So now I know what you know how to do, apart from the other parts that I know. So this just made me realize that despite your busy schedule, you're able to create time for yourselves and for the family. Okay, amazing. We still have more questions. How do you balance finances? I think this is one question many people will try to avoid.
Okay, you take it first. Chip it.
There's nothing to balance. His money is our money.
His money is our money.
So there's no balancing anywhere.
And on a more serious note, she's absolutely correct. I think it was maybe 2 days ago, we were just discussing about something entirely different. Then she now mentioned her salary. And I didn't tell her this. I asked myself that when last did I even know or ask of how much she earned? So I didn't know her salary until she mentioned it 2 days ago that this is my current salary.
Wow.
So we live by the mantra of, look, it's my
The man
duty
of the house
to take care of the finances. But that's not the story. I think the story around how do we balance finances is something that we also grew into and we learnt.
Yeah.
So what I'm about to tell you is not that we read a book per se. It's not that so maybe a bit of accidentally, but something we learned. So first off is I can tell you for free that almost 70% of our monthly earnings goes into savings.
Wow.
Straight away.
Almost 70% of your monthly earnings goes into savings.
Goes into savings. Almost 70%. And so the beauty of this was that we learned this by accident. That's what I will say. So this is like almost like 8 years ago or thereabouts. We were in a debt. Huge debt that what was like that 70%-ish was going into servicing that debt for 4 years.
Wow, 4 years.
So, and we paid out roughly about 4 years. But after the first, after we had fully paid out, the first time we were debt-free and we were going to shop, we were not used to it. So we were afraid to pick things. Detail. And I remember she was asking, are we still owing? I said, pick. We are not owing anybody anymore. Pick. So our salary at that point became like a big thing, big money. So we enjoyed that really lavish lifestyle.
Yes, at that time.
Just 1 month. And we sat down and told ourselves, you know what? If we could survive with this, let me say 30% for 4 years, and we use this to pay, why don't we commit to turning this into savings? And we've never stopped. We just started. And even as our salaries grew, we also grew
to savings.
So that's one thing. And for us, we're a modest family, 2 kids. Over the time, our children have been in the boarding house. Our daughter is in university now.
Okay.
Son is still in senior secondary school. So we look at our costs, and we have a disciplined way of taking out what is major from our costs.
Yeah.
And then some of the things we are committed to, we're able to also address that. And after that, then we can now say, okay, the rest is ours. So that rest that is ours. So look at us. We go out in the morning, both. We are the only one at home at the moment.
Right.
The children are in school. So we go out in the morning and we come back in the evening. So how much do you want to spend in a day?
In a day.
There was a time I did a calculation of my monthly
expenditure.
Yeah, no, it's more than expenditure. I think I learned this from my daughter. Flexing money. So I said, how much is my flexing money in a month? And when I did that calculation, I came up to about 30,000 naira. But guess what? 26,000 naira out of it went to golf.
Okay.
So what do I spend? We do shopping only once in a year for the family.
Wow.
And that's summer. So we just do the whole year shopping and all that. She buys things in bulk. She does. So there are some things that we just eased ourselves into in a disciplined lifestyle. But I think for us, if there's any message I'm passing to couples out there, is that saving culture has helped us a lot. Because it allows us to address projects when they come, when we want to do them. It allows us to do that. And when she says money, my money is our money, I think she's also being modest. Because there are some things in the house I don't know
about. I
just see them done. I don't ask questions. So things like, okay. So once in a while she asks me that, okay, I want to stock food in the house, give me money. But, there are sometimes you feel that, no. what I see on ground is much more than what I give.
What I give, yes.
So I think there's no rule or anything. We just have that understanding.
Yeah, I actually very much agree with you. Cultivating a habit of savings, even as unmarried people, I think it's very key. You find yourself running into debts you don't even plan for. Yeah. And I think if you just have money stacked somewhere, you can just drag yourself out of it.
Okay. The debt, that's some debts that, should I use the word healthy?
Yes, healthy.
Okay,
yes.
Our debt was healthy. I missed that part.
Because it was a mortgage for the house.
Yes.
Okay.
And looking back today, thank God we went for it. And today, it's past tense. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So don't let us miss it.
Miss it, yeah.
That's debts. It's don't let us
yeah,
target
maybe. Yeah.
So if it's something for a good cause,
yes, of course, go for it. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ma, for that. Okay, so a few more. This question is for Daddy.
Okay.
Are you of the opinion that only a woman belongs to the kitchen?
Okay. So I think you want me to answer this question, so I'm outnumbered here.
Oh, yes, you are, clearly.
So you want me to answer this question in a way that
you go back home with mommy.
Okay. So if you ask me,
and it's night food.
If you ask me, okay. If you ask me that question, let me answer it like this. If you taste our food, if you taste our food, you will agree that a woman belongs to the kitchen. But you know something? I think that, especially women, I think we should allow them to be the best of their potential. Do I need to speak for her? She's a professional to the core. She's a lawyer. She's a banker. She's a decorator. What would I call it? She's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of things. But in terms of should a woman belong to the kitchen, I think it will pale into insignificance when we fulfilled all our potential, or we are fulfilling our potential.
Yeah.
But for me, for her, she's a very, very good cook. She cooks great stuff. When my late dad was alive, and do you remember this? When my late dad was alive and we were having a family event, my late dad will say that he wants her to cook fried rice. No,
fried rice.
My late dad will insist that she will be the one to cook fried rice.
Wow.
Among many other things. So, if it's only that, she belongs to the kitchen.
Mommy, I will come and sign up for classes. Oh. I want to learn the kind of fried rice you cook.
Just be straight with you. He's lazy when it comes to kitchen things.
So he didn't want to say it in that way.
No. I would naturally be lazy when you enjoy.
When you have someone who does magic in the kitchen.
So I offer what do you call it? Support, psychological support. So I can sit on the kitchen slab and we gist together.
Oh, at least you're still in the kitchen. It's not like you just leave the whole kitchen.
We are both at home, so we only have each other's company to keep.
I can imagine.
So
okay, I can actually imagine just being alone with mommy, and it could get boring if she's in the kitchen alone. Okay, so have you ever at any point created boundaries just to protect your marriage? Boundaries on the side of work, your friends, if you have any boundaries generally. Have you created any?
So I will answer yes and no. And yes, in the sense that boundaries, naturally, we both understand that there are some things that are off limits when it comes to us.
Yeah.
And the good thing for us is that people that are close to us also share that kind of understanding. So I'll give you an example. So shortly before we got married, I had a very, very close cousin that was living with me. And the cousin lived with me till a night before the wedding.
Wow.
Lived with me. But, you know, the funniest thing, it was like an understanding. The moment we went to church, and then we went on honeymoon, we came back home.
You didn't have to shout about it.
I didn't even have to ask my cousin move out. I didn't even know how he moved out. So he moved in with another brother of mine, and life continues. And the beauty of the kind of family I come from is that my parents opened up. We have a lot of cousins that have lived with us, and then we are still great friends, great cousins, still dates and all that. But we also have that understanding wherein those boundaries are set. So when I say yes and no, is that I think in most cases we don't need to communicate it.
Yeah.
I think we are just blessed with that.
With amazing people.
Yeah. So I don't know. You want to chip in? Well, both ways, or even our family.
I grew up in a strict nuclear family.
Wow.
No strings.
I like this kind of thing, though. Like, you don't have to lay emphasis on anything. Everybody knows what to do and when to do them.
Everybody is everywhere. Their places.
But, you know, thinking, looking at it from another perspective.
Yeah.
I also think that as we grow up, we should make sure that even as brothers, we are moving towards our goals. We are growing.
Yeah.
And then when we grow, so we stand back today, both on my side and on our side. And to the glory of God, all siblings, in one way or the other, we are doing very well.
Wow.
On our side, only our sister and I live in Nigeria. On my own side, my brother and I live in Nigeria. Every other person lives abroad. But guess what? When we have things that brings people home, because our house is 15 minutes to the airport, so our house is big enough for. So our house is always crowded, and it's fun. You know, when people come and then they leave. In fact, sometimes my son sleeps with my junior brother. Either they sleep on. In fact, they move the bed to a corner. They put the foam on the floor. They are both drummers. You know, they enjoy each other's company and all that. So we have that. People are doing well. So we are blessed in that regard. And so we don't need to see any. So I think that as we grow up, we sort of like refine each other and we push people to their own potential. Then they are doing well. Then you don't have problem.
Wow, that's very amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your marriage stories. I mean, I didn't expect this much, but I got so much. I have to go watch these videos again and take down a lot of things, because yes, truly, these are things that people won't want to randomly share with you. Yeah. And you've effortlessly, you know, given us your own side of the experience. You admitted to the fact that yes, you argue, but you find people not even talking about it. You agree, you argue, you settle, and everybody is fine. We have a comment from from YouTube, one of our viewers. I don't want to guess, but it is from the username Ini. I thought as much. And she says, simple and straight, Daddy, I want flexing money for Valentine's Day. Daddy, you just got dragged. So she says she wants flexing money for Valentine's Day. Okay. Ini, I think Daddy will sort that out.
She will get it.
So you would get Valentine's Day flexing. I mean, you would get Valentine's Day flexing money. For now, we're going on a short music break. When we come back, we're moving straight to the second segment of this show. Don't miss any of it. You can watch us live on LagoonTV, on YouTube, on Facebook, it's Lagoon Radio Nigeria, on Instagram and on Twitter at Lagoon Radio NG. My name is still Jennifer Jibril. I have with me in the studio the Ogunleyes. We'll be back shortly.
This is Lagoon Radio.
Welcome back from that music break that you just listened to. You just listen to Clocks by Johnny Drill. We are still live on Lagoon Radio. You can download our app via the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, irrespective of your device. You can also watch us live on YouTube, LagoonTV, also on Facebook at Lagoonradio Nigeria, on Instagram and on Twitter, it's Lagoonradio NG. My name is still Jennifer Jubril, and I have, like I said earlier, the Ogunleyes with me in the studio. We finished the first round of today's Valentine's Day special, and we are moving to round 2. So I feel like shouting round 2, fight, like Mortal Kombat, but I won't do that, no. So we're going to be asking series of questions, not series, a couple of questions. Daddy would voice his answers. Mommy will write her answers on a sheet of paper. After each question, Mommy would give me her paper, and I would compare with what Daddy has said. We would know if Daddy got it right. In fact, anything Mommy says is the answer.
Yeah.
So whatever Mommy says is the answer. And oh well, I don't want to say the rest of this, but we're going to move really fast. And Mommy, please, no expo for Daddy. Okay, who made the first move? Who made the first move? Daddy, please say it. Voice your answer.
Me.
Mommy, can I have your answer? Your virus is not working. Okay, so Mommy has given me the paper, and on her sheet she says Daddy made the first move. So can we give Daddy a round of applause? Okay, our second question to my producer is doing us well. Second question. My heart is beating. Who proposed? Daddy, hold on. I want to get Mommy's paper first. Who proposed? Mommy, are you done? Who asked, will you marry me? Oh, Daddy, can I hear your answer?
Nobody proposed.
Oh, nobody proposed. I'm tempted to ask, how did it happen? Okay, we want to know, how did it happen?
Okay, so I think we just waltzed into it. There was a discussion we were having, and I remember vividly. We sat by the flower beds in my parents' house, and we were talking, and that talk led into the future. And I think I just started saying, okay, brace yourself. You know, when you come to my house, this is what will happen. We'll be doing this, we'll be doing that. Then I said, when you come into my house, we'll be doing this, we'll be doing that. And at the end of the discussion, she was like, so we've talked about the future? I said, yes, we've talked about the future. And we took it from there.
Hey!
Just like that.
Just like that.
God did it.
Is the audacity for me? Wait, Daddy, you just went straight to the future.
To the point. To the future.
Yes.
Not to the point. It's the future for me.
You needed to know when I asked her out. In fact, she's still trying to recover from it.
Hey, 18 years after. Okay. Actually, mommy said he did. So to her, you actually proposed. Even if you just talked about it.
So that was the
in your
proposal.
mind. That's the proposal. You don't have to start asking. You don't have to start asking, will you marry me? No.
Will you marry me was a foregone conclusion.
Oh. Okay. So this one. My producer will not beat me today. So who snores louder? Daddy, wait.
No.
The answer is coming.
He knows the answer. He knows.
Okay. Oh yeah, Daddy.
So in the family, there's actually a recording. There's a recording of a video of somebody sleeping and he was snoring.
Somebody.
And
he.
The person was snoring, and then the video was taken. So when I saw the video, I was like, no, this can't be me now. It has to be.
I think the video was doctored.
I told them, I said they played the first one on me.
Did you take it to court?
No, she will take me up.
She will take you up.
So they tell me I snore the loudest.
But you don't believe, Abi.
Don't mind them.
Daddy, I believe you. I believe
yeah.
you. But mommy said you do.
They're against me.
Don't worry. We'll set up
She
another
actually
partner.
tries to sleep before me so that she can sleep.
Wow. Okay. So mommy says you do. So yeah, we are having even
Challenge
answers.
accepted.
Okay, so who is more likely to cry during a sad movie? Who is the emotional person? Mommy says, I know you didn't hear her, but mommy says that her husband doesn't watch such movies.
She's absolutely on point. So ask her what kind of movies I watch.
I will cry, but you won't even watch it.
I think I'm a bit hard on the emotional side.
Oh wow.
So when it's getting emotional, I'm like, look, please change this channel. This is not real. So I'm on the hard side.
Daddy and I should actually watch the kind of movies we watch. Action movies. Yes.
That's what I watch.
That's what we watch. 007, 24, hold guns, change bullets and revolvers,
When we were young, we believed that
Fast and Furious.
As young boys, when you say, what movie is that? What is it about? And they say, is there fighting in it? And you say, no. We
just move.
We just go out.
The first question is anybody jumping from skyscraper? If nobody's jumping, please watch your movie alone. So it's actually mommy that will cry. Okay, who is a better dancer? We're waiting for mommy. Okay.
Well, she is. I only move.
I think all men move. They just move left, right. They clap their hands and that's it.
Yeah. Once you can move to the rhythm, why stress yourself? Leave the women
To the dancing.
Right. Let them dance and dance.
Yeah.
And the men just move.
Yeah.
Yeah, mommy said, I think I am. Amazing. Challenge accepted. Okay, who spends more time on social media? If I actually get a response to this, I'll ask how many minutes, not hours. Okay.
Absolutely. So it's me.
Daddy, how many minutes? Wow.
In
How
fact,
many hours?
So you'll probably say, so when I'm bored, social media. When I'm in the car, social media. When I'm not working, social media.
Except when you're playing golf.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, mommy says, my husband. Amazing. Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, so who spends more time binging on TV?
Okay. So I have the answer
Already. I'm waiting for mommy. Okay.
So I think we are even on that.
Okay.
On one hand, we are not so much TV freak. So, and I think we have very little appetite for watching TV for long.
Okay, for long.
Okay.
A few times we also say, okay, so she keeps movies and say, let's watch it together. In fact, she gets upset if I watch a movie and I don't wait for her. If it's a movie we decide to watch together, then I think I have this terrible habit of, if that film or movie is not moving me, I just drift to sleep.
I think that's where you get to watch a movie with your phone. If the one on the screen is not giving you what you want, you go to social media and look for something to make you laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, so mommy says, I think he is. So we think maybe she has agreed that you're even on that. Okay, who takes more time to get ready? Maybe for church or for parties? if there's any.
Ask her to answer.
Yeah, she's. I can see her pen moving. Okay.
She. Church, work, any other thing, every other thing.
And they said this thing is a default setting for women. Kai. Okay, so the last but not the least. Who is the most important person apart from God right now in your lives?
So, are you talking about us or outside us?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
It's both of you.
Well, definitely us. We don't have any other.
Oh God, I'm blushing.
We've lived our
I'm
lives that
emotional
way. We've lived our lives that way. And you know the interesting thing. Although I confess, we go to work together. We come back home together.
Oh.
We do virtually everything. Although I'm telling her that maybe this year, the way she slows me down in the morning, I'm telling her maybe I will get you your own separate driver. No. But we practically do everything together.
Aww.
Yeah.
God, when?
Okay, so this is where we come to the end of our game session. We'll go another music break and we'll call the show a wrap.
Okay.
My people, yes, we are here again. I came here to tell you, I will be building, story building for everybody.
Enough with the lies, too many lies. He don't tell we have had enough. You act like we the people blind, but we can see all the shit in your words. Who starts a fire, a revolution? Find a solution, shine the light. Who starts a fire, a revolution? Inside the heart, cold as ice. How are you able to sleep in the night when all the people...
Welcome back from that music break. We're still playing amazing songs from Johnny Drill, and we're still live on the Valentine Day special. You just listened to Lies, To Whom It May Concern by Johnny Drill from the album Before We Fall Asleep. These two people, eh? Can we just extend this show to like 7 p.m.? I'll just keep them here and we keep gisting. But I want to be considerate because of traffic, Lagos issues and all that, the roads. So I want to be nice. I know you're coming from work. As much as I want to keep you here. Like I said earlier, I love the matching outfits. Did you plan it?
No, this is work.
This is work and it's still matching in a way, right? The black and white on daddy's suit and mommy's black and white dress. I also have black and white.
They now look like spouses that want to be proposed to each other.
You
Start
know,
over from the beginning.
But Koisola, the only thing I'm seeing matching on your dress is that your top matches with daddy's tie.
That's why we are sitting.
Right? But I'm in sync with the both of them.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Okay, so this is what we call it a wrap on today's segment of Valentine's Day special. We'll see you next year. But trust me when I say I will bring them again because they have said so much. In fact, to me, I see them as a model couple. These are people that you can just, they're not selfish with knowledge. Let me not start going into what I know personally, but what we have heard here. Yes, thank you so much for sharing your lives with us, for sharing your experiences, marriage and everything with us. And congratulations on your 18th anniversary. Like I said, we're already in Monday next week. I'm on fast forward.
Thank you.
Yeah, so congratulations. And indeed, for you to be all smiles means that God has even indeed blessed you with amazing kids. It's one thing many people wish for. Children who would give you rest of mind, not the ones that, joy. Not the ones that just make you want to sigh left and right and all that. Yes, we can be heady sometimes. I think we're wired that way. But for you to look this good, we know that God has blessed you with really amazing kids, and we appreciate all the goodness in your life. This is where we call it a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jennifer Jibril. Do have an amazing evening, and see you 14th of February next year.
Thank you.